Let's go Paul McCartney.
Wow. I hate you. Go ahead. Why?
That's why.
To make me mad. To make me mad. That's crazy.
Fine. Ringo. Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Luke's and I here to do talk about a whole lot of nothing. And I just want to say after last episode, sorry for the insanity that it was. Editing it, that was maybe the hardest edit I've ever had to do in terms of the podcast. Because not only was, first of all, the episode was long. It was like an hour 20. What ended up being, I cut out, it was like a 2-hour long episode, and I cut out like 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of shit
crazy.
I cut out. Yeah. So sorry about it being long. I got some
it was
complaints.
Wild. Did you?
Yeah. I got one complaint about it being too long.
I quit.
They're always, we try to keep it under an hour.
Yeah. We usually do pretty good, but that we were unhinged, and
there's just moments when if Max is on that he will just throw something in. And then that's another 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I just have to know what's happening in his brain.
And it's always interesting.
Yes, it's always interesting and always morbid.
Dude, it's always something like not crazy, but like it's always leaning towards and then they get you.
Yeah, it's insane. It's like sometimes, he'll like bring up something. I'm like, oh, that is really interesting. And then he's like, but then this. And I'm like, all right, now you've lost me.
And then they died and they liked it. Like, oh, what?
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Yeah. So
now
that was
an
insane edit.
Yeah, dude.
A ridiculous
edit.
We
got a video from you in the bay.
In the bay.
The editing bay.
It took me hours to edit it because it was like just everywhere. It was so all over the place, but there were some all-time moments in that episode, I will say. Like there were multiple times when editing it that I was crying laughing. It was so funny.
The one you sent me, Max said something crazy and we both
He was talking about a therapist and he was talking about a therapist, seeing a therapist and her saying to him, "You're just a sensitive person. There's nothing you can do about it." And we both looked at the camera like, that can't be true.
Yeah. That's not right. That's definitely not.
It genuinely stopped me in my tracks. It was so funny. That's why I had to send it to you guys.
That sounds like the opposite of what therapists say.
Yes.
Not, you can't change anything. A therapist is like, no, you're fucked, dude. I don't know.
I can't help you. Actually, there's nothing that can be done to help you.
The clinical research hasn't gotten to whatever you got yet. Come on, that's not right.
Yeah,
you can't say that.
Yeah, we're not there yet. Sorry, you're just gonna have to suffer.
Oh, poor guy.
But yeah, so that's why that episode was so long and wacko. But it was fun. It was a good episode, I think, at the end of the day. But it was insane. You know what's something that I've noticed? We'll get into that. I won't forget.
No, that's fine. I'll bring it over.
But one real quick thing is I noticed that even when we think that we're like down and we're not doing a good job, we are. Like, it doesn't come across that way.
That's so crazy to me.
Like, I don't know how, but we're able to, like, flip a switch and just pull it. Like, even at the end of the episode when we're clearly like, I'm gonna pass out. It's like, still feels like we're engaged and we're there.
That's wild. I mean, like, I would think that it would be boring, I guess. Like, it'd be, like, less interesting. But if we're engaged, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe just if the mood shifts... That's okay.
Right.
As long as you're still doing it. Like,
yes. Yeah. I think that there's a moment for us when we're doing the show when we're so tired by the end of it because we're doing it. We're not listening to it. We're doing the actual thing. And so we get to the end, we're like, God, we've been talking for an hour. Like we're exhausted, like we're tired. But like for a listener, that's just new stuff. They're just sitting there listening or watching.
Right.
Like this is new material. This is new stuff.
So it wouldn't feel that way.
So it doesn't feel that way.
More words are being said.
Yes.
In continuum.
Yes.
In relevance to each other.
Right.
That's a podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Described by an alien.
That's exactly right.
If you were curious. But that's reassuring.
It makes a lot of sense. It's our own choose your own adventure.
People love watching people do stuff.
Yeah.
People will watch people do anything.
Yeah.
If you have a niche and like there's somebody who's like really good at it, I'll sit there and like I'll watch them for hours, do the thing.
Yeah.
Or listen to them or whatever. Like
there's this guy on there's this guy that's like a lawnmower guy. Have you seen
Yeah.
him? SB Mowing.
SB Mowing. Yeah,
Yeah.
follow me for more. Yeah.
I watch that guy all the time.
He's the best.
He could post a 50-minute long video. I'll watch the whole thing.
I'm
And
like,
it's just him mowing. That's it.
For free.
Yeah.
But he's not trying. Well, this is he's a good guy.
Yeah, right.
Like, he's like, hey, ma'am, could I mow your lawn?
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
like, this minute, I did hit it, because they're all in the South.
They're all Kansas, I think. I don't
Kansas,
know.
yeah.
Topeka, maybe.
This person left, and then they shit on the lawn, and it was bad. It's funny.
It is so fun, but you're right. Yeah, people like
will watch
if you have a
him.
niche, I'll watch anything.
What blew me away recently that I saw was people are really interested in watching D&D. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
to me, it always seemed like something that people got together and they had their own little private like thing and inside jokes around it. Like you ever hear
Yes.
somebody talk about their D&D session, you're like, what the fuck?
Yes.
You're like, this is
Very inside joke.
you're all really laughing really hard, and this makes no sense.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even find. I don't have any thread here,
Yes, I've had multiple instances of that. So yeah.
and so I just figured like that wouldn't be interesting for the people to watch.
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I told you that that there's a show? So there's a show online.
Yeah.
That does D&D sessions.
Okay.
And they held one at Madison Square Garden. And they
Like-
sold the place out.
You're talking the arena, not the little.
The arena.
Oh my god.
They sold 20,000. I think
and
it's
they just
20,000 seats.
play. I think it's more than that.
They sold out Madison Square Garden.
my God.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons.
How many people is it?
It's like
Playing.
7 or 8. I
Oh
think.
my god.
There's a dungeon master and and then there's like people
Holy
playing.
shit, that's insane.
Isn't that crazy? Like it was packed. Like there wasn't a free seat, and everyone was loving it. Like people were laughing with the characters. They were like upset when
Yeah.
things like happen. But I mean, it's a comedy. I think it generally.
So
they're
they
big
like
over the
know
flying.
kind of the lore of their characters or whatnot because they
I
watch
think
the
so.
show.
I think so. So it's think of it
Oh.
kind of like a podcast, I guess. But
Okay.
like that is also an adventure.
Interesting. So do they do like a continuous story? Like, because I know that there's like short versions and long versions of D&D. Like there's long shots or whatever they're called, and then there's like shorter one. I don't.
You can do like a one session, like
Yeah.
we're going to finish this in 4 hours, or you have like some people have games that never end,
Right.
or they'll have campaigns that go on for months.
Yeah.
This I think is like think of it like seasons of a show, goes on for months,
Okay.
and I think it wraps up at some point.
That's very cool.
It's on Dropout. Do you know Dropout?
No, I don't.
It's
think
by
I know
the
Dropout.
so it was College Humor.
Okay.
Still is technically, but
Yeah.
like they made their own streaming site and they do all these shows. Like they do that game show where they bring on comedians.
Yes, I love that game
you-
show.
What is that called? Do you remember what that's called?
Crap. Dave sends me clips daily of that show. What is it called? I don't know.
I
but
can't
it's,
remember.
It's a who's line, but like people are standing up.
Yeah, there's like 3 podiums,
Yes.
and there's a talker guy.
Yes,
Yeah. But they give them like crazy like scenarios, or like
Mhm.
they have them like improv, or like
Yeah, they did one recently where they could only do crowd work.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's on Dropout. It's very
Okay.
funny. It's by College Humor. You could find it. I'm sure it's like Game Changer. Maybe?
Okay.
I think it might be called
that's it.
Game Changer.
Yeah. Game changer.
Yeah, look, it's very If you haven't seen it, it's great.
It's
It's
hysterical.
very nerdy, but like in the best way.
Yes.
Like it's great. But it's the same people. So like
Are
Well-
those people playing?
a lot of them are. A lot of the
Oh.
people who are on the show are the D&D people.
Oh, interesting.
So it's comedians generally
oh,
who are playing the game, and it's very entertaining. I'm
got
sure.
it. That makes more sense to me because it's like a funny thing, and they're bringing people
Right.
into this. Because I was a little skeptical if it's just like a random group of people that play D&D.
Right. You're like, why would
'Cause
anyone?
I just like you said, it's inside jokes. But I guess if you're
Yeah.
filming it, people are watching and they know the inside jokes.
And maybe that makes it better. It builds on itself,
Yeah.
right? Like, okay, I get the inside joke and like the payoff that you would have privately with somebody.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody gets.
That makes a lot of sense. I actually, it's funny that you brought this up because this week on Monday, the biggest sports podcast in the world,
Mhm.
pardon my take, they do like twice or 3 times a year, they do a D&D episode that's like 4 hours long where they have someone come in and they all are assigned a character and they have to play
Oh.
it, and they use jokes from their normal everyday sports show in the game. and it's hysterical.
That sounds awesome.
It's
That's
so
what a good
fun.
idea.
Yeah, and the DM is so funny, like in terms of like because he's so serious about it,
Yeah.
and they are not, but they still are like we're playing the game. You know what I mean? Like they're sports people, so they're competitive, but they're also like joking around about like all this fantasy stuff, but they're
still playing.
Yeah,
they're still trying to win.
Yes.
See, that's good. That's good. You get a lot of times you get people who like don't care about D&D together, and like it just falls apart.
Yes,
because they're like,
yeah,
why should I care? But they're like,
yeah.
See, that's good. That's that's a really good combo.
It was awesome, and I thought that it was very interesting. Like a sports podcast decided to do that because I guess in a way it's a game, and all they talk about are games. Right. So like, why not?
Why not? This is also a game. Yeah. Also talk strategy.
Right.
Also talk like who's the best player in the field. Right. It's me.
Right.
First of all, it's me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure they do that.
It's hysterical to watch people because I picture myself or like if we were in a game together and like if someone was like, well, not like now you could possibly cast like a healing spell. I'd be like, well, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why would I heal this guy? What has he done for me? You
know, this guy's an elf.
Yeah.
I'm a dark elf. We hate it. I'm not gonna heal you. Asshole.
Yeah. Like that to me is funny.
That
really would be fun. And I think it'd be really fun to play D&D. I don't have it in me to make a character.
No, you don't care?
It's so funny. I can write a character for something like a skit, but I can't. The D&D characters sheets, I look at it and it's just gibberish to me. Like I can't, like I know I like Lord of the Rings and stuff, but it's like that's D&D is to like an insane degree. You know what I mean? Like it's Lord of the Rings on crack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Beyond that. Well, because all of a sudden, like you're pretending you're the person.
Yeah.
Like it's cool to see Aragorn be like, he's sick.
Yes.
But then to be like, I'm him.
Yeah. Right.
It's way different. It's way different. It's a big jump.
Yeah. Watching Aragorn and being like, oh, I wish I was him instead of being like, I am him.
Right.
And I am
that's
him
the jump
is impossible.
Yeah.
Nobody is him.
The jump you have to
He's the king. You can't be the king.
No, I'm not the king.
No, you could. No. Well, you could be the king if you wanted to be.
That's so Aragorn of me.
That is so Aragorn of you. Oh. What if you just did a D&D campaign for somebody, but you just did Lord of the Rings? Like you just wrote Lord of the Rings down and you had them play it.
They're like halfway through, they're like...
They meet like a little weird dude that's like following them.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
His name's Logum. That sounds like Smeagol.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's pretty.
Sounds
close
like
to Gollum, actually. If I
Gollum, actually, that's kind of
that's weird.
on. And I have a ring.
Yeah,
it makes me hard, but I'm invisible. Don't know.
That's so funny.
I don't think you can just add something in like that and think it's yours.
Yeah. But are you just stealing? Are you just stealing?
I actually read that on a subreddit somewhere because I'll get suggestions. And like one of them was like, I've been stealing fantasy storylines for my D&D campaigns for years.
Oh. And
one of my players finally just recognized one of them because he started reading the book. I've been recommending him for years.
Oh, that's so funny.
Which is really funny. That's smart. I mean, if you read fantasy.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
I don't have to be a genius. Like,
yeah. Also, that's such a good like jab at your friends for not ever like reading or like doing anything that you suggest.
Be like, I know you don't take my suggestions. I know you're not doing it.
Yeah,
you've played 6 campaigns of my suggestions.
Yeah,
you have no idea.
That's so funny. But selling out MSG.
That's what blew me away. I'm like, I couldn't believe sold out. Like, I was like, wow, they played MSG, and then I looked into it, sold out.
That's so crazy. I would love to see like, did they film it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that'd be cool to see. I would really like to see that.
I had a clip prepared a while ago, and I don't have it anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know where it is.
But it's like we probably wouldn't be able to use it anyway. We got copyright striked, by the way, for using what's his name's music, the country guy that you liked.
Jake Worthington?
Yep.
Jake, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. I'm your biggest fan.
I know. Yeah, you got fucked.
What the hell?
He hates you.
You copyright struck me?
Yeah.
Wait, was it like one of the big ones? Because there's
No, we didn't get like a channel strike. It was just a strike on the video where they're not going to push it out to people.
Oh, is that what they do?
I think there's different levels. If we were like getting millions of views, then yes, they would be like, hey, strike on your channel.
Right. We're not going to pay you.
But it is, if that episode blew up, we wouldn't get paid for it.
Jake,
Mm-hmm.
not cool. Dude.
Not cool, Jake.
I thought we were bros.
Yeah.
I thought me from New York,
Mm-hmm.
me a slitty.
He's
me a city
slitty.
slicker. That may have been true at one time, but I'm not like I used to.
And he's in trouble. He should be in trouble for having a hot wife. Now I'm no longer on his side for having a hot wife.
Yep. I think she should leave you, Jake. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
After what you did to the Just One Fern
yeah,
podcast.
Fuck off.
You kidding
Fuck
me?
off. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But sorry. Anyway, that is crazy that they sold
Yeah,
the
I
demonstration.
just thought it was
That's really,
wild.
really cool.
Makes me reinterested in it. I'm like, that's like, I don't know, just cool that it has like a. I didn't think I could never have guessed that D&D would be like a stadium
Yes, right.
selling out thing.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
That is so wild.
Thought I'd have a more like a more better way to say that, but I just this.
Well, you had a mostest better way to say it.
Dude,
And that's just me being there for you.
dude, you're the great.
You're the wing beneath my wings.
You're the sun.
That I never had.
You're on. No, you're on.
No, I'm there. I'm right there with you.
How you been? Yeah,
I
what's going on?
officiated a gay wedding.
Hell yeah, brother.
On Saturday.
Are you?
Well, lesbian wedding. I don't know if I don't want to use gay as an overarching term, but it's a lesbian wedding.
I feel like people do.
Yes.
I feel like people will say I'm gay,
Mhm.
and that could mean a couple things.
It could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a lesbian wedding. It was incredible. It was a beautiful ceremony. It was my wonderful friend Mary from Fredonia, and her now wife, crazy
Wow.
Faith.
Congratulations, Mary and Faith.
Congratulations.
Woo.
Congrats. Please go wish them a congratulations if you know them. But it was hot this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
right? And their wedding was in a literal greenhouse. It was in Rochester in a greenhouse. There was like banana trees, quails running all over the place, like little baby quails running all over.
What?
There were turtles. We had to like move turtles out of the way.
No.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I didn't touch them because gross, but other people did. But
So
yeah,
so they moved turtles. You did, not we.
Mary's sister moved the
They.
turtles because she works with animals.
Does she?
Yes. She works for the state. She does something
She
with
puts
like
them down.
no. Well, she has before. She taught me how to euthanize a goose. That was fun.
What?
Yeah, I didn't get to do it, but she taught me how.
Did she?
It was
Show
more
you?
of a showing. We
She
didn't have
euthanized a goose?
No, she pretended like she had a goose,
Oh,
and she showed me how you would euthanize it.
wait. You don't need like a syringe or anything?
Nope, it's more of a pressure situation.
You snap their neck,
Basically, yeah.
bro. What?
Yeah, think about that.
What do you?
So anyway, the lesbian wedding.
No, I
It
got
was
the goose.
the goose.
What do you do?
You just
Can you explain it?
Yeah, you like push basically on like the back of its head, and you kind of like have to like move it in a weird way to kind of break it.
Oh, like
almost. Kind of, yeah.
oh God,
Yeah, and they are angry creatures.
They're
so,
pissed off constantly.
yeah, she got attacked by one.
They have teeth.
She was scratched up.
They have nails.
Yeah, they have nails at the end of their little bills or whatever the hell they're called. What are they called? Their feet, the little
Flappers.
the flappers. Yeah, they're flappers. They have nails at the end of their flappers.
That's horrifying.
Yeah,
Let's euthanize them.
let's euthanize them. Yes, take them away.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, but yeah, so my first time officiating a wedding. It was very, very cool. Everyone, well, it was hot. It was in a greenhouse. That's the main point. It was just the hottest wedding I've ever been to because it was 100 degrees in there.
That's insane.
Everyone was so sweaty. Like we had fans on the brides before we were starting, like just trying to like in between pictures, like just fanning them, trying to keep them like from dying and passing out. But I had
so
a
much
script
sweat.
that I had to read.
Okay.
And I got to say, like, by the power invested in me, which I have power in me now. Did you know this?
Whoa.
And
You've
I'm-
invested.
And it's
with
gone to
power.
my head. Yeah. I have a lot of power.
I can tell, dude. You're a changed man.
I am. I
From-
have power and I got great responsibility.
Did you say by the state of New York?
No, just said by the power vested in me.
Who? But what?
God.
By God?
By God.
So you're not like
Technically.
you're not like you don't have like a license or anything?
I do. I'm a minister.
Really?
Yes. I'll show you. I can show you my certificate.
So wait, you went online and did the thing?
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah, I couldn't. You can't just marry somebody without being a minister, Lucas. That would be crazy. Come on.
I'm so silly.
That'd be nuts. Yeah.
I don't know what I was
You-
thinking.
You get it. You get it. But yeah, I did this online thing. It was like $25. Easy.
Damn.
Yeah.
How long did you just get it immediately? Like,
Yeah. No, the minute they told me like when the wedding was, I was like, all right, I'll go online and do that. Took like 20 minutes, $25. Done.
hell yeah. So you can
Easy.
marry people.
You can marry anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. Be like, look at my certificate, bitch.
That's
right.
sick.
Married.
That's really cool. How long? So did you write your own thing what you said?
So I didn't write it. They gave me a script.
Okay.
And they asked me to add things, but I felt really uncomfortable doing that, so I didn't add much.
Okay.
I did have a bit that I threw in that
Good.
they approved
Smart.
pre-marriage,
Smart.
pre-ceremony,
Not after.
not after.
Before.
It was before. And I was like, I had this idea, and they were like, "That's really funny. No, do that." And I had threw it out there, kind of like they're gonna hate this, but they liked it. And it was
Okay.
who has the rings, but I have them. And they frantically look around at their like bridesmaids going, where's the fucking rings?
That's really funny.
And then I waited, like I paused for like a few seconds. I was like, oh, wait, I got them. Everyone's frantically looking for them. Oh, I got them.
So no, they're right here.
Yeah, they were in my butt.
That's great.
Yeah, so that was my bit that I did. And everything else was basically what they had written. And it was just really, really cool. Got to do like the repeat after me. Got
Wow.
to do the vows. Got to pronounce them married. You may kiss the bride.
Did you cry?
Which I said, you may kiss your bride.
Oh,
I
smart.
almost did at one point, but I had to talk so loud because there was no microphone.
And the fans were going.
And the fans were, it was a greenhouse, so it was loud. in there.
Yeah.
So I had to speak really loud, and I couldn't cry. Had to man up. My speech I almost did too, but I didn't.
Did you also give a speech?
Also gave a speech at the reception.
Nice. So also in the greenhouse.
No, reception was at a restaurant that was really warm though.
Oh,
It was just I was just wet the whole day. I was wet the whole day, and I had so much gluten that day
no.
that I was in shambles. Like they all went out to the club after the reception. I went home.
Wow.
I was like, I'm gonna die.
And you laid down?
Yeah, I just had Well, mainly I had to go to the bathroom. But,
Well, yeah.
but that was
Now we know.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Ooh, wow.
So are you noticing that now? Are you noticing after gluten? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I am noticing a bit more.
Okay.
Like
sense.
the morning of the wedding, we were like getting ready, and I was talking with Mary's family because I was with her when she was getting ready because they
Mhm.
separate, like the classic wedding, like you get ready separate and then you see each other at the wedding. I had a bagel because they had bagels. They had some fruit, but I was like, fruit's not gonna fill me up. They had
No.
bagels and scones and
Of
like
course.
donuts and stuff,
Sure.
and I was like, both of those things are gonna kill me, but I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah.
And I did, man. I did.
Well, it's not July
Um,
5th yet.
Not July 5th, exactly. So how would they know? And when I first got to the rehearsal dinner, because my train was late, of course, Amtrak can eat it. I got late was there late to the rehearsal dinner. I walk in, they hand me a plate of food.
Nice.
On the plate, cookies, 3 slices of pizza, 3 fried chicken wings,
Oh my God.
and pasta salad. All things that have gluten in them.
That's
And I looked at the plate and I said, "Oh no." I said, "This is it. This is all you have." And they were like, "Yep." And I was like, "All right."
You ate the whole thing?
I ate the whole thing. I ate the entire thing. And then that night, like at like 11 p.m., I ate the rest of the wings.
Yeah, baby. Baby.
But it was very fun. It was a really beautiful ceremony. I'll put a picture up of like what it looked like, but it was really beautiful
Good.
and really fun. And everyone had a good time. So that's all
That's
that matters.
awesome,
And
dude.
congratulations to them. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
congrats.
A really big event and a fun event. And I'm very happy for them.
Did they DJ? DJ for the reception?
No dancing. It was just a dinner, and then they went out to the club.
After the wedding, there's a dinner. That's it.
Yes. So there was dinner. It was like 3 hours. It was like 6 to 9. There was dinner, speeches, dessert, and then they all went out to the club, and
Oh.
I went home because I was gonna shit my pants.
Yeah, you were dying.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I
it was
kind of
really cool.
I kind of get that.
They went to a gay club called Roar in Rochester, and there was a drag queen there
Nice.
that was like talking to them during her show. And it was very, very funny. She clocked them to a T.
Really?
Like, yeah, like going through all like not only the classic lesbian stereotypes, but also just like them individually as people. She was like, and you're this kind of person. And they were like, oh my God, how do you know that?
It wasn't just like, I know you're gay. She was like, I know you're gay and I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, I know all these things about you. Yeah, it was nuts. So I only saw videos of that, but
That's really funny.
but I was so comfy at home.
Dude, did you go home?
No, I stayed at their house.
Yeah.
So they went to a hotel that night, and like a bunch of people stayed at a hotel,
Right.
but their house was open.
Oh, yeah.
They
why
have
not
a
just
guest
stay?
room. I was like, all right, I'm staying there. Done, easy. Had to let
Sweet.
their dogs out, and then
No problem.
watched Ocean's 11, fell asleep.
Dude, I watched Ocean's 11 for the first time,
No way.
I think on Saturday.
That's when I watched it. We were watching it at the same time.
I was thinking of you. Were you
Yeah,
that's
we had
crazy.
a connection.
We had a connection, dude. We
Something just spoke to me to watch Ocean's 11.
Me too. Cassie and we were looking through all the.
Yeah,
I'm so excited right now, everybody.
Netflix.
I was going through on Netflix.
Mhm.
I was going through all and there's like so many Ocean's movies, and she's like, I don't know what to watch. I'm like, can I pick? And I'm like, and I picked out like 5. I'm like,
Yeah.
you pick from these 5, you
Mhm.
pick 3. So, great for girlfriends, everybody.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Ocean's 11, definitely. I've never seen
Yeah.
it. I'm feeling good about it.
Mhm.
It is so good.
It's unbelievable.
Dude, it's such a good movie.
It's
I couldn't
probably
believe it.
I think probably the best heist movie.
Oh, it's the best I've seen for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
Easy.
So good, dude.
Right from the get-go. I was like, damn, that was a good shot.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. Wait,
Yeah.
look at the film grain.
Yeah.
Wait, they got who in this movie?
Yeah. It's a stacked cast.
I went crazy. And she was just, I think Cassie liked it.
Yeah,
but-
it's fun. Well, it's a great, and the twist at the end is awesome.
yeah,
Like
dude,
how they, yeah.
it was so good. We paused it and we were like trying to guess. We're like, I think this is fake, but I think this
Yeah.
is real, and I think this. We got a couple things. I was
Yeah.
surprised, but we were still pretty surprised.
Wow. So we were watching at the same time, probably.
I think so.
Oh my
At
God.
night.
I started at like 10 o'clock.
Maybe a little earlier for us.
Okay,
Maybe a
okay.
little earlier.
Maybe I felt your energy later and I put
Yeah,
it in.
yeah. Maybe I put it out and you
Yeah.
received.
I think I think you gave, I received
Yeah, in this scenario.
in this scenario specifically.
As we know,
But
it can go both ways. But
Right. Well, who can't, you know? But it's a great movie. It's a great movie to rewatch as well. Like
Oh, I
even
bet,
when you
because
know,
then you notice the little
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. It's sick. Oh, and everyone's so good in that movie.
Yeah, they are, dude. Matt Damon.
Ugh, Matt Damon. He's the worst in that.
What?
He's the worst of all of them.
Oh, of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, of them. But I love Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
I just love the whole,
dude,
like, George Clooney is
George Clooney's so good.
like, he only gives a shit about his
money.
ex-wife.
Or the
and-
ex-wife. Yeah.
And like Brad Pitt's character knows, and then they use that to like get everyone pissed, and like so they think he's not a part of it, but he is a part of it.
They're playing themselves.
yeah.
Yeah. Like there's a little heist in the group
There's a
like,
heist within the heist.
within the heist. Yeah. Heistception.
It's
dude.
awesome. Yeah. Would you consider Inception a heist movie?
Absolutely.
Because it is kind of a mind heist.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hadn't thought of that until you said it now. I just
Mhm.
kind of thought of it as a sci-fi, and that never felt right to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a heist movie.
It is.
I think it's a heist movie with sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's heist first.
Yeah. Heist first. Yeah.
That's a great point.
But after watching Ocean's 11, did you watch Ocean's 12 and 13 yet?
No.
You should.
I really want to though, because they keep the cast.
They keep the cast.
Which is wild.
Yeah, for all 3 of them.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you seen all of them?
I've seen all of them. It's been a long time though, which is why I rewatched it. I was like, man,
Right.
it's been years since I've seen Ocean's 11. I have all of them on DVD at home, but I hadn't seen it in years, and they're good.
Oh, dude, I'm
They're
so
good.
excited.
I
I'm
haven't
so
watched
excited.
the second and third yet after that day, but I'm gonna.
It's on. Yeah, dude. It's
Oh,
on the
I'm
radar. I think I'm gonna like these 2 movies.
I'm also kind of getting now that I've seen Ocean's 11 again. I'm kind of back on the Brad Pitt train, where now I want to watch more Brad Pitt movies that I haven't seen.
He's good.
And there's one main one I haven't seen that people always get mad at me that I haven't seen, and
Which
that's
one?
Inglourious Bastards.
I see. You would love it.
And I think I
You
would
would
really
love
like it.
It's really good.
So I gotta watch that.
It's not my favorite Tarantino,
Mhm.
but everybody who's seen it loves it. So
Okay, cool.
you're gonna like it.
What's your favorite Tarantino?
Pulp Fiction, but I feel like a dick saying that.
'Cause, yeah.
It's what you. It's like
No, I get it though.
I feel like people who want to be cool like say that.
Mm.
You know?
I guess so.
But I do just like it a lot.
But it is just good.
It's just a good movie.
It's just a great movie. Yeah.
You seen it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
My favorite would be Django.
Django's so good, dude. Like Django's one of those movies. Somebody turned it on halfway through, and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I was like glued to the screen.
Yeah.
If you can turn on a movie halfway through and you're glued,
Mm-hmm.
that says everything you need to know.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Wow. But that's crazy. We're both watching that at the same time, dude.
That got me really excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's magic.
That is magic.
That's magic, baby.
Yeah.
That's what you get here.
That's what you get here. The Just One
As
Fern
you get the
podcast.
Just One Fern podcast, you get magic.
But real quick, just before we move on, Amtrak can eat it again.
Yeah, why? So
they're
what
just the worst.
What
They
happened?
delayed my train 3 hours.
3 hours?
They delayed it 1 hour to get there and 3 hours to get back, which is way worse. And there was an hour in Albany, which made me want to blow my brains out. So yeah, it took forever for me to get home.
That sucks. Well, thankfully you start early coming home. You
Yeah.
leave early in the day, right?
There was so my train was supposed to leave at 10 and it didn't leave until 1.
That sucks.
And then I didn't get home till like 9 when I was
That's
supposed to get home
late.
till like 6.
6
or
is
like,
reasonable.
Or even like 5:30 or whatever. But,
yeah.
But I was so worried that the L was going to be down too because fuck the L as well. All the trains. Fuck the trains.
Trains are always
I'm so sick of
against
trains.
people.
Yeah. Just sick of them. Anyway, that's what I just wanted to say that. My actual trips themselves weren't bad. I wasn't next to anyone crazy.
Good.
But and I got a seat with leg room, which was
No way.
huge.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you get one of those like emergency exit? You got to open the door on the
No,
plane
it's
type
just
of
there's
things?
there's one car in every Amtrak that has all of the seats have more legroom. And I think it's technically a business class, but they
Oh.
don't actually give a shit.
They don't. No, I've sat in the. Is it like the little comfier seats?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, those are nice.
They don't care.
I've never been stopped. Nobody's ever asked me. Nobody's
No.
ever been like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
we live in a society.
Yes.
It's up
They
to
don't
you if you
care.
want to participate."
Yeah, they don't care. If you just decided, hey, I'm going to sit business class, they would not give a shit.
They wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think they do anything.
But yeah,
Maybe. I mean, I bet there's some guy out there who loves his little hat and his vest, and is like,
yeah.
"What are you doing? Why are you sitting there?"
It's like baby Palpatine. That's what you sound like.
No, I haven't seen that.
That's what you sound.
That's a thing.
No, it's just that's what I'm picturing when you're talking like that is baby Palpatine.
Do it.
Yeah. yeah. What are you doing?
Give me the lollipop. Mommy, give me Milky.
Oh.
Do it.
You made it weird.
Well, babies like boobs. That's a fact.
It's
pro-
it's
that's
illegal
all-
to let boobs and take me to jail.
Take me to jail. Take me away. A secret place.
Anyway,
A sweet escape.
great song.
I love that song.
Yeah. Take me away.
I hated top 40 radio growing up,
Mm-hmm.
but I love that song.
It's a great song.
I have some music theories. Not
Oh.
music theory.
Okay.
Theories on music.
Got it.
I'd love your take on.
Go ahead. Hit me hard and hit me fast. Is that a song?
Is that
Is that a song? Hit me hard and fast?
I don't know.
Or
I
is
thought
it
you were
hit me
coming on to
soft and hard?
I don't know. What is this?
Hit me. What's the Billie Eilish album? Isn't it Hit Me Soft and Hard? Hit me hard and soft. Hit me soft, then hard.
Keep going. You got more in you. My theory is really thick, but I want to ask you this first to lighten the mood.
Okay.
So recently, Sly Stone
Mm-hmm.
and Brian Wilson died.
Mm-hmm.
Two genius musicians.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Travesty to lose them.
Yes.
If you had to, who would you pick to take their place?
Like of a musician now?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Anybody who's alive, really.
Anyone that's alive would be easy. We have to go musicians. If it's anyone that's alive, I got a few that I would throw out there.
Well, let's do
One
both.
of them
Let's
runs
do
this
both.
country. So,
Well, no, anyone who's alive that is a musician.
okay, got
That's
it.
what I mean.
Okay, got it. That would take their place. It's so funny because they weren't like actively really making music anymore. So it's like I'm taking someone's future in music.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Who
exactly.
would I trade? Okay, for Sly,
Mm-hmm.
I would trade. Wow, this is very difficult.
Well, you're killing somebody, so it's
yeah, I have to murder someone, so that's a bit difficult. You know what? I'm gonna go with John Legend.
Wow.
Flip flop those two. This is just if I had to pick.
Yeah, if you had to pick. So Sly's now alive.
Yeah.
John Legend's dead.
Dead. Sad.
Can I
That's
ask
really
why?
sad.
Can I ask why you picked John Legend?
Because I don't really care about his music,
Perfect. Great answer.
but he's like somehow always around,
Yeah, and then everyone gets apparently everyone gets really excited when he like guest stars on like he comes on a show and it's like
Yeah.
John Legend, and then like the applause sign goes up and everyone's clapping. They're confused.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I don't know.
He's good, but he's like, I just don't.
He's very handsome.
Yeah,
He's a handsome
man.
guy.
Yeah,
I get that. It's fine. You know.
Yeah. Chrissy Teigen, whatever she's up to.
I don't think I can name one of his songs. All of Me, maybe.
All of Me.
Yeah, I know that one.
Nailed it. That's it.
That's
all.
it.
That's all of them.
For being a legend, I don't know, man.
Seems not very legend status.
No way.
Yeah. Brian Wilson.
Yeah.
They have to be alive right now.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's go Paul McCartney.
Wow. I hate you. Go ahead. Why?
That's why.
To make me mad. To make me mad. That's crazy.
Fine. Ringo. How about that?
So I'm a little less mad, but you're still getting at me?
Still got
okay.
you. Yeah.
No, that's
Ringo.
fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
I mean,
How's that? Is that good for you?
no. It's really bad for me, actually.
Is that bad for you? Yeah. Okay.
That's really bad for me, but that's it's your choice, so you're allowed to do that.
Okay. Well, I could move. I could flip things around if you
Yeah,
want.
please. Yeah, please.
But I want to know that those were my first choices. Want it out there. Those were my first choices.
All right. I don't even really care that much.
Okay.
Fine.
I would go. Oh, the lead singer of the 1975.
Ooh.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Too much.
He's just too much.
He's doing.
Also, have you heard him live?
No.
Bad.
He's bad live.
The band, great. Him, bad.
Well, I know he's really edgy live, and it's like annoying, right? Like
Yes.
He's like, I'm gonna say something racist.
Yes, basically. Yeah.
He doesn't.
And then the band
cuts
comes
him
in.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's weird. He's a weird dude. I don't like it. He can go.
I'm
I
okay
like
with
the
that.
1975, but I think he can go.
I'm okay with it. I think their legacy would be way better if he died.
I agree.
I think it's gonna fall off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, I think it would help a lot. Although I did just see a bunch of clips of them playing Glastonbury, and it was crazy.
Was it cool?
Like everyone in the crowd knew every lyric to every song because it was like packed.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
The wall of sound. I think they're just like, obviously they're big in America,
Yeah.
but they are huge in the UK.
They're English, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Or maybe they're not. I don't know if they're English, but they're from England
They are from England.
or
yes.
UK.
Yeah.
That's very important to people over there. Apparently,
Yeah, I don't.
England
I
versus
don't
UK.
care.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
the same.
it's the same. It's
You
a
all sound
small
stupid,
island.
and you got fucked up teeth. That's all I
you
know.
got bad teeth and bad hair.
They're not.
You seen that short bang shit they got going on over there?
Yeah, dude.
That's bad.
They're doing that on purpose.
I know.
That's crazy to me.
Not good.
I think I see people do it here, and they're like, "I'm cool."
No. Wait, you see Americans do it here, or
Yeah, dude. People at the bar across the street from here all the time.
No, if you're an if you have that haircut, I need a British accent to come from your mouth, or else you are the worst person I've ever met. I need it to be a British accent.
And they are. Well, here's the thing. I feel the ones I've met, they either are the worst person I've ever met, or they're really sweet and they're just not sure what they're getting into.
Yeah.
You know.
Ugh, yeah.
Anyway,
You're right.
Great picks.
Thank you. Who would you pick?
Easy picks for me.
Okay.
I thought of them as you were going.
Okay.
My first one, in place of Brian Wilson, is
Mhm.
going to be Eric Clapton.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Good pick. He sucks. I'm
Fuck
on
you,
board.
Eric Clapton.
I'm on board with him. He's
Get him
the
out of here.
worst.
It's time for him to die.
I'm ready for him to go.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
He's got too many political opinions and not enough good music.
Yep. Layla's just okay.
It's just okay.
Yep.
It's fine.
I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to do any more fucking Eric Clapton releases at work. I'm sick of it. Who's
you do, it's
buying
fun.
these box sets? Who are his fans? Why aren't they dead?
They are about to be.
Yeah.
It'll be very soon.
He's just an old gross dude.
He's mid.
He's not that good at guitar comparatively to the greats.
Yeah.
IMO.
dude, at one point he was considered the best guitar player of all time.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
crazy.
Hendrix came on the scene. They're
Right.
like, oh, forget that guy.
Right. It's funny to me because like now there's a million guitar players that are way better
Way
than
better.
he ever
Way
was.
better.
Yeah.
Way better. But still, nobody can imitate Jimi Hendrix
Right.
perfectly.
Yeah.
So that to me says everything you need to know about Eric Clapton. He's perfectly imitatable.
Yes.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah.
That's a tough look.
That's
Sorry,
bad.
man.
Yep.
And
Should have been him.
should have been him. You know what? Actually,
Should have been him.
let me take that back.
Okay. No, wait, don't take it back. That's a great pick.
I would pick for Sly, Eric Clapton's counterpart in being kind of a shitty person. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. He's the blue-eyed soul singer.
Gary V. No, what? who are you talking about?
No, he did
Blue-Eyed
Brown Eyed
Soul.
Girl.
Van Morrison.
Van Morrison.
Interesting.
Oh, I'd kill him quick. Quick. He's gone. Get him. You're out of here.
You'd umpire him.
I'd
Kick him out.
strike three.
Why Van Morrison?
He's super anti-vax
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
and super like he's a lot of other horrible like
Yeah.
political opinions. I think he's like super anti-immigration, like
Interesting. That makes
in like
a lot
a
of
bad
sense.
way, like really bad way.
It makes a lot of sense.
Um,
I like Van Morrison more than I like Eric Clapton.
I
though.
love Van Morrison's
Music-wise.
music.
Yeah.
Big fan of Van Morrison's music.
Yeah.
I could listen to him all day.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but-
Get him out of here.
brother, it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's that's it. You're done.
Pack your bags. You've been kicked off the island.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
You've
Gosh,
been
those are good picks.
you've been voted
Lucas.
out. Thank you.
Great picks.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Eric Clapton sucks.
He sucks.
I hate him so. Oh, I hate him so much. God, he can go. He really can.
I think Sunshine of Your Love, that song, Cream, his band Cream,
Mhm.
they're okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get too mad.
Wonderful Tonight's a good song.
That's probably his best song.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Wonderful night.
Yeah. He also can't sing,
no.
and we give Boob Dylan a lot of shit for not singing, but he
could get
also
a lot more.
can't really sing.
He can't. No, he's fine.
yeah.
He gets the job done.
Yeah.
But at least Bob is like doing something unique.
Right.
Like, he's ugly on purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like Clapton's trying his best.
Yeah.
Trying his
He
best.
really is. Oh, yuck. He stinks. He's
Actually,
the worst.
I'm glad you brought Wonderful Time. I like that song a lot. That's the
Yeah.
one song I'll give him that one. That song,
Yeah.
I think that's a great song.
There's a reason why nobody's making a biopic about him, okay? Because he
No,
sucks.
They're not gonna.
Nobody wants to. Nobody's gonna watch that. Okay.
Not me.
There's not gonna be an actor that's gonna be like, yeah, I'll play this douchebag.
Yeah.
Nobody
Oh,
wants
the worst guitar player.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What are we
Anyway, what's your other theory?
doing?
Well,
So
that's
then-
not really a theory. That's
That's just it's just if you had to be really
who'd you rather
cruel
have
right
dead?
now. Yeah. You had to kill off two musicians.
Yeah.
Because I love Brian and Sly, big fans
Yes.
of
Yeah.
them. Been on a big Beach Boys kick recently.
Oh,
They're-
that makes sense.
Very good.
Of course.
But moving on. Here's my theory.
Okay.
And it comes from all my theories on music come from a place of perspective.
Got it.
Does that sound pretentious?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I like it. But it's good.
Okay, so I always think about perspective with music. It's like, it's crazy to me that every single person in the world can listen to the same song and get something completely different out of it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's one of the best things about music and art in general.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
It's art, but like music in particular is very interesting to me because
Mm-hmm.
you hear something completely different, you get something completely different out of it.
Yeah.
And since I figured that out when I was like a teenager, I was like, oh, well, you don't hear the same thing. Like, why don't you like this song?
Yeah.
Why do you like this song? Like
Mhm.
that is a question you can ask for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I've theories on what people like in music.
Okay.
Like there are like, you can break music down to like a lot of terms, but
Okay.
I'm finding patterns of like what some people like or what other people don't like or don't like.
Okay.
So recently I've been thinking about me and Max because we make music together a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there's crossover, but there is definitely a clear distinction between what we make, what we find interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and like what we get out of music.
Okay.
And I'm sure he would disagree. And I'd love his take, but and I want your take on maybe what you like. out of these two.
Okay.
I think there's a difference between what I call meat and potatoes and sauce.
Okay. All right. I like that.
I've been spending a week trying to come up with the right terms.
Okay.
So meat and potatoes is like the stuff that makes your song like fills out a song. It's like having your drums on like 1 and 4. It's like that's meat and potatoes of a song. This is gonna fill you up. It's like,
okay.
I'm gonna have a bass line, you know, but like one that like is not one that like is sort of standard.
Okay.
Like it's a different, like it's kind of standard, but it's like it's rhythm. Like I have my rhythm. I have my like my guitar player, and he's playing like things that like are kind of reminiscent to me, but like feel comfortable, I guess is maybe the right word. Maybe not, but it's not. It's like, so, but it's like, there's like these basic elements. It's like the very basic elements, like very minimalist. Your bones of a song, right? Then there's the sauce that makes things like have like a lot more flavor.
Got it.
Or like have that like sauce, you won't fill up on sauce. Like you don't feel like here's how I want to explain it.
Got it.
The difference between meat and potatoes and sauce is like meat and potatoes is like if you listen to a song,
and
afterwards you feel like full. Like after you eat meat and potatoes, you'd feel full. You'd feel satiated. You're like, okay, like I can eat that, and like I feel like I ate enough.
Yeah.
If you only have sauce, but like maybe it's not like super super special. But if you only have sauce, you don't really fill up, and if it tastes really good, and like it keeps tasting really good, but like you kind of feel a little empty afterwards. So sauce is like, I think like a really like a melody. Sauce is like a riff, but like
that's nice.
A catchy riff.
Got it.
Maybe, or like a really like something maybe a bit more experimental. But like, whoa, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Or like sauce is like the it's like the on top stuff, you know,
the garnish,
the bringing out the flavor in the meat and potatoes.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like scene versus accent, but it's meat and potatoes versus sauce.
Got it. I got it.
And you need both of them to make a song.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you could even say melody versus drums.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh, I thought you were gonna tie that into what the difference between you and Max is.
Oh,
I thought that's what
Max likes. Max is very meat and potatoes. I'm very sauce.
You're more sauce.
Like I think that goes into our personalities. Max could eat like potatoes all day.
Well, he did.
And he did. That happened.
That we all remember.
We do remember that. I could eat. Yeah. I could probably eat like sauce. Like all day. Like I could just have like I could drink gallons of sauce.
Yeah.
Or like I love intense flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't need to feel satiated. I don't need to feel really full. I like it. I like feeling full.
Yeah.
But I feel like Max wants to feel full.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like he wants to feel like he had a good hearty meal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You know? And
that makes a lot of sense.
I think that translates into our music. Like I feel like I tend to make music that's like has a lot of flavor, but I'm lacking in like these basic elements. Like like a forward, like a regular drum beat, or like focusing on like the bass, or like
that makes a lot of sense. I think Max does have that the meat and potatoes mindset where he's like like the bass needs to be set before you can build upward.
Right.
And you're like, I already know where I want to go upward. Like, who cares about this part? I got a great melody I'm ready to throw up top here.
Exactly. I'm thinking about the top of the tower.
Yeah.
And he's like, we got to lay some good foundation.
Yes. Right.
Maybe that's a better way to put it. Foundation versus like the tower, or like the top of the tower.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's good for collaboration, and for you guys though, probably.
Yeah.
It's like having a mix of those two things.
I agree.
But going back to you saying like for the sauce, like you can not feel full after the song.
Yeah.
I have that happen all the time. But I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, okay.
In my opinion, because that makes me want to listen to the song again.
See, yeah, that's my thing. I like that. Yeah. I like that feeling.
Like, give me that riff again. I want it again.
Yeah, it's like eating chips. You're like, yeah, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Yes, like that's kind of how I feel sometimes. But it's funny when like then the rest of the song, like say there's a riff that's awesome. Like for example, Maroon 5 just came out with a song not 2 days ago that the opening sax riff in it is so good, but the rest of the song kind of sucks.
Right.
But I listened to it again because I'm like, I love this riff.
Right. That's sauce, baby.
But no bass, right?
Yeah.
No meat and potatoes.
Yeah, you don't have your meat and potatoes.
Or is it too basic of a meat and potatoes? Do
See,
you know what I mean?
You can get, see, that's the thing. I when I was thinking about this, I'm like it's very easy to think like sauce is like pretension and like getting like complex and stuff. That's not true. That's not true. You can get very complex in either side. You can have really complex like rhythm and drums and like still feel like super full.
Yeah.
You can get really pretentious with it. You can get pretentious on the other side.
Yeah.
But like maybe you're just like, you have your meat and potatoes are just bad. Like you got a bad cut of meat.
Yeah. Bad,
you know?
bad cut of meat.
Old potato.
Right. Sometimes, and then they're separated on the plate, you know?
Yeah. I kind of want them touching.
I want a loaded baked potato.
Ooh.
That's what I want.
I would actually go crazy for one of those right now.
That'd be so good. Wendy's. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. I think that it's if I was writing a song, I would always be also thinking of the sauce.
Yeah.
What's gonna catch people and keep them in? Whereas like the base foundation though is super important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important.
And if you have both working together, that's a great song.
That's the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have both
Mhm.
spot on, that you're not gonna have any issues.
Yeah. Like the feeling of the end to be like, wow, I feel full. That was a great song that filled me up. Hit me again.
Yeah.
Like that's,
and I want more.
Yeah.
And I want more.
You want it to feel like a buffet.
Yes.
I like that.
Have a little of this.
Yeah. Oh, a little of that. Oh, yeah. I'll take it. Give me, and then keep it coming. Keep them coming. Put it on their tab.
And I think we both. I think we're both sauce people.
Yeah, we're sauce
I think we
people.
connect on that.
It's our Italian heritage.
Yeah. Well, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he's German.
literally talking about meat and potatoes.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yup. Yeah. So you can. I mean, anybody can do both.
Yeah.
And like, I've had good meat and potatoes moments. Max has had amazing sauce moments, of course.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But like, it's like, what do you prioritize? What
Yeah.
grabs your interest? Like, what is like more important to you? I'd rather listen to a song with no bass and drums that has like an amazing melody.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it's just
And vice versa.
knowing when sauce is too much.
Yeah.
When you put too much sauce on.
Oh, and I do.
Yeah.
Always.
'Cause there's-
and I always
I
have to
also
cut
do
back.
that. Yeah.
Always have to cut back on the sauce.
I throw too much on and then I find what I like in that too much.
Yeah. It's like, okay, these are the best. This is what makes it like
Yep.
emotional for me.
Yes.
And then if this doesn't add any emotion, I'm going to take it out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
And that's the other spectrum is emotion versus
All right,
versus
dude. Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, dude. Glad you noticed.
That's the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah, it's the other side of the spectrum. Fuck you.
What? Okay.
It's aestheticism versus emotion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, does it sound aesthetic or does it feel emotional?
Yeah.
Now, both can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, my opinion, I feel like it can be a sacrifice one way or the other.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I think
ideally
usually
you do
it
both.
is. Yeah, but it's
yeah.
rare to have both.
I think so. It's like, that's where you get like, I don't know, a good example off the top of my head. But
to be honest, I don't off the top of my head either. But I think meat and potatoes has become very mainstream as of late.
I agree.
Of like just at different tempos.
Yeah, there's a
just,
different
and
tempos.
that's it. And
That's
then it's all sauce, which I do sometimes really like.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind a solid meat and potatoes bass and drum line.
Me
As
neither.
long as the sauce is saucy.
Gotta have a lot of sauce.
Right.
And I think there's been more sauce recently than there has been. Like, I don't think 2010s. Wait, no, I'll take that back. I don't think that late 2010s was very saucy, depending on who you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot, like, I think the artists you listen to, lots of sauce.
Lots of sauce.
Lots of sauce.
Very
but, like,
saucy.
the artists in my genre, anti-sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Did not like it. And it was very difficult for me
Yeah.
as a music listener. I was like, I don't like anything
Yeah.
that's coming out. So I had to, like, kind of learn to like other things.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I get that. But no, that's a good point. Actually, I like that theory.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
I need to develop it more. I think I
Yeah.
could write a whole book on it.
Do it.
But as you can tell, there's a lot of things I've yet to nail down.
Yeah. A lot of research still yet to be had.
A lot of thinking to be done.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm excited to hear more about it.
Well, when I get more, you'll be the first to know.
Perfect. That's
and
what
then
I
you'll
want.
know because it'll be out
Yeah.
about a week later.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's all that we got for today. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe, follow us on all social media, buy t-shirts, subscribe to the Patreon. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.